In today's video, I am passing down to you some old-fashioned, frugal meal planning tips for my mom. These are meals that helped us to survive through the post-depression years. My mom is from the silver generation, and she knew how to save some money. This video isn't just about budget-friendly ideas on meal planning. I'm also going to tell you a story about my mom, me, and a bag of potato chips. And trust me, it's a story that's going to make you rethink how you plan your meals. I'm Diane. This is the Golden Road Ahead, where I talk about all things frugal living. I live a debt-free life and a money-saving lifestyle. 2 times a week, I share tips on saving money and living frugally. This video is about meal planning, but it's also about how small, thoughtful changes to your meal plan can save money and reduce waste in your kitchen. But most of all, stick around for the potato chip story at the end. It's a heartwarming lesson in how frugal habits can bring people closer together. Let's get started. My mom had a relatively simple meal plan. Like, I knew what day of the week it was by what we were eating for dinner. So on Mondays, my mom made something called Dagwood sandwiches, and it was like a club sandwich. It was a triple-decker sandwich with deli meats, bacon left over from Sunday's breakfast, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and potato chips. Perfect for a frugal lunch or a frugal dinner. On Tuesday, we had blank on a shingle. It was tuna in like a white cream sauce over toasted white bread with frozen peas. It was a very simple meal. On Wednesday, it was Prince Spaghetti Day. It was a frugal favorite of everyone in the house. Sometimes we had it with meatballs, sometimes we had it with meatloaf, sometimes it was just pasta and sauce. It was easy to make and very easy on my mom's budget. On Thursdays, we would have soup and sandwich. It was either a stew or a soup, like tomato soup or pea soup, and it served with saltines, or it sometimes was served with a grilled cheese. It was a very cozy, affordable meal that was very kid-friendly. On Fridays, we would have fish sticks and mac and cheese, especially if it was Lent. If it was not Lent, then my mom would sometimes do a steak and potato. Now, when I talk about steak, it was like the cube steak, if you remember that. So Fridays were somewhat flexible, but also very frugal. On Saturday, we had hot dogs and hamburgers, and the hot dogs and hamburgers sometimes came with baked beans or potato chips. This is a very classic meal that never disappointed anyone in the house. On Sundays, we would have something in the pressure cooker. My mom made pressure cooker chicken with onions and carrots and potatoes. It was a very simple, hearty Sunday dinner for us. The only time my mom would typically go off her meal planning budget was if it was your birthday. So for me, she would ask me, Diane, what would you like for dinner for your birthday? And she would make a special meal and there would be a cake. Now, there's a lot of power in a 7-day meal plan like what my mom made. And it wasn't uncommon in the post-depression for meal planning to be this simple and specific. So every week she knew what she was shopping for. She knew the expenses that were going to be incurred by the ingredients. And her budget became even more predictable. And that's like frugal living 101. To plan ahead, to save money, and to reduce waste in the process. But in our house, meal planning was not just about food and not just about cooking. It was about strategizing for her budget to make meals go further and to cut down on unnecessary waste. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to save money while you're feeding your family. Now, here's the potato chips story. You might be wondering why potato chips are important to this conversation in this video. Now, potato chips showed up often in our meal planning. And it really wasn't about a quick snack. It was about my mom's creative way to be frugal, but to sit down and have conversations with us. As kids, when we were feeling down or she needed to settle us down, she would pull out a bag of chips and she would share them with us. It was a very simple act, kind of like therapy, that she used to listen to us, to connect, and to bond over something simple but meaningful. So those potato chips brought something more to our table. It brought comfort, it brought joy, it brought conversations. To this day, I still cannot look at a yellow bag of Lay's potato chips without thinking about my mom. If you're ready to embrace frugal living, please check out more of my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.